Hi, I'm Dr. Abe. I'm an MD and cannabis health coach, and I'm here today to answer your questions and tell you what you need to know about Delta-8. Delta-8 is a THC molecule that is arranged slightly differently than Delta-9, and because of that, it can make you feel less high than you would with THC. It's popularly known as diet weed because of its lighter psychoactive effects. Cannabis plants can only make trace amounts of Delta-8, so manufacturers use naturally plentiful CBD as a building block to make semi-synthetic Delta-8. Since Delta-8 is available in many states as a legal hemp product, you could use it as a substitute where Delta-9 THC isn't available. Delta-8 extract is commonly found in vapes, edibles, sprayed on hemp flower, and more, usually sold online. Aside from having legal access, one of the first benefits that I hear people getting is a milder and less intense high than Delta-9 THC. For example, I have a retired elderly patient who takes Delta-8 gummies for arthritis relief during the day and sleep at night since they can't handle the intensity of full-strength Delta-9 THC. Patients tell me they don't notice as much anxiety or paranoia with Delta-8 as they do with Delta-9. The potential benefits of Delta-8 are reportedly almost the same as you would get with Delta-9, like relieving chronic pain, nausea, anxiety, depression, insomnia, and stress. You should expect a milder and shorter high than THC with the same dose of Delta-8. This intoxication can increase appetite, relieve pain, nausea, muscle spasms, and increase pleasurable sensations like THC does. If you inhale Delta-8, then you should expect effects to appear within 1 to 3 minutes, peak in 15 to 30 minutes, and last for about an hour. If you take Delta-8 edibles, you can expect effects to appear within 60 to 90 minutes and last for 4 to 6 hours depending on the dose and your metabolism. Like with THC, the effects of Delta-8 edibles are stronger and last longer than the inhaled forms. Yes, Delta-8 is still an intoxicating form of THC that will definitely get you high, although not as much. Delta-8 is estimated to be about 50 to 75% as psychoactive as Delta-9 THC, with notably less intense effects. Delta-8 products are not known to be safe for everyone. While we don't fully know the details yet, we do know this is where quality really matters, because pure, high-quality Delta-8 in theory should be relatively safe by being less intense than THC, based on what we currently know. However, inferior quality Delta-8 may carry higher amounts of Delta-9 and other known and even unknown cannabinoids or contaminants in the same product. Because Delta-8 isn't regulated like your friendly neighborhood dispensary-grade Delta-9 is, the quality of Delta-8 products cannot all assumed to be the same. Always look for a lab report called the Certificate of Analysis, or COA, to check for quality and purity before you buy. Not all Delta-8 products can be deemed as safe unless they have this COA. If you take Delta-8, you should expect things like impairment, euphoria, and a high similar to but less than THC. You may also experience similar side effects like increased appetite, fast heart rate, dry mouth, dry and red eyes, dizziness, lightheadedness, and sleepiness. These may be less intense than Delta-9 THC as well, assuming the dose isn't too large. The long-term and pregnancy-related side effects of Delta-8 are currently unknown. Since Delta-8 is impairing and sedating, it shouldn't be used with alcohol or other drugs that can cause sleepiness, as it can increase their levels and side effects. Delta-8 THC is metabolized in the same way as Delta-9, so it can also increase the levels of some key medications worth noting, mostly anti-seizure drugs, blood thinners, beta blockers, antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds, antipsychotics, and steroids. It's best to ask your doctor if you're taking any of these medications or if you have any specific health concerns before taking Delta-8. Delta-8 isn't something I'd recommend as a first or second line in someone's cannabis action plan, especially if they're a beginner, since there are so many other high-quality alternatives easily available, including Delta-9. But I'd consider it reasonable for someone like a college student without Delta-9 access, a recreational cannabis consumer who wants a lighter experience, or who wants to cut down on Delta-9, or an older person who is looking for THC-like effects with less intoxication. Of course, children and pregnant or breastfeeding persons should avoid Delta-8 THC as they would Delta-9. Choosing between Delta-8 and Delta-9 largely comes down to whether Delta-9 is available, and if you want partial or full-strength psychoactive effects. Delta-8 must be more carefully selected and dosed than non-impairing cannabinoids, so it's best in the hands of experienced consumers. If you've used Delta-8, let us know about your experience in the comments. Or if you have any questions about Delta-8, write them in the comments section and I'll try to answer them or point you in the right direction. For more information on Delta-8, visit the link in the description.